Hello, and welcome to episode 18 of a Teen Talk Skating. But maybe this episode could be a Teen Talks Life because I kind of just want to rant for a long time. I don't even have a really strict plan for this episode at all. I kind of just want to rant about skating, and maybe it's not gonna go well, but I don't know. I hope you guys are all doing well, of course. I am finally done with school, and I don't have school until August. So yeah, this summer I really do want to work on this podcast and make higher quality episodes, because I feel like this podcast is definitely not professional at all. And I'm not trying to make it absolutely professional or anything, but I kind of just want to make a few minor changes, kind of edit everything out a little bit more maybe, and I definitely want to work on this podcast to finesse it a little bit more. But anyway, I do have a special announcement, and this is kind of a surprise announcement because I didn't find out until last week. But episode number 16 actually never got published, and I actually have no idea why. On my Spotify for podcasters, which is the app used to, the application used to software used to make episodes and record them and upload them to Spotify and whatnot. It does say it's uploaded, but when you go onto the actual Spotify app, it isn't uploaded, and I'm really not sure why it isn't. But just to let you guys know, I will be uploading that. It is kind of a little inconvenient, I guess, because not inconvenient, it's a little off because episode 16 is about celebrating Asian American skaters and their achievements in figure skating in the sport, what they've done for the sport. And May is Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month, and so that was kind of the big plan, is for May I'm gonna do this episode about Asian American skaters, but it's not gonna happen, unfortunately, in May. It's gonna happen on June 1st because I upload on Saturdays, and so you guys will get a double upload this weekend. And so I hope you guys still listen to the Asian American skaters episode, even though it isn't May anymore. Yeah, and I'm really sorry about all this. I really do not know why or really how it happened. It just shows 0 minutes, and I'm like, that is not right. I swear I uploaded it, but you know what? It's okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed that episode. Just know that episode plus this episode 18 will come out. I guess it does mess with the order because it's gonna go 17, 16, 18, but it's okay. You guys know, and I'll probably add in a little explanation hey, this episode didn't get uploaded. Oopsies. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy that episode as well. Definitely go check it out after you listen to this one, or maybe you already have listened to it. Great either way. Thank you so much for all your support over these past few weeks. Not even past few weeks, these past few months. And just know I really do have exciting plans. I don't know, that makes it seem a little professional, but I have some plans for this podcast. I have some ideas of series I'm gonna do and things about specific dates, and more of those video essay type podcasts because you guys seem to really enjoy those. Anyway, that was kind of a long rant already. This episode is kind of all about ranting. We do have our program of the week, and this program is really special to me, and I really wish this team still skated because I really love them so much. But that is Kana Muramoto and Daisuke Takahashi's rhythm dance from the 2021-2022 season, to the songs Soren Bushi and Goto. I'm very sorry if I'm saying those wrong, but this is a very beautiful rhythm dance. This was the Olympic season. If you don't remember the theme, because every rhythm dance season has a theme, right? The theme that season was street dance, and I think Muramoto and Takahashi, they took that idea and they made it their own, and I love that in figure skating because I do feel like in ice dance and the rhythm dance, it can all really feel the same. I already kind of saw this type of program, same type of music. It's not the exact same song, it's not the exact same lifts or moves or anything, but it just kind of feels like, it's another of this type of program with this type of kind of mood, atmosphere to the program. And it just kind of gets like, oh, like I watched that already like 2 years ago. Like, it's kind of like not the best. But what Monomoto and Takahashi do so well here is they take the street dance theme and they really use it in a very unique way, using these songs that really represent, Japanese culture, and they do it in such a way that's very finessed and very executed so well. I will say that my favorite personal part of this program, and even though this is an element that isn't usually like highlighted for me, is the midline step sequence in this, right? Is that what it's called? I don't know. The Midnight Blues, I don't even know at this point. Ice Dance is a whole nother ball game, but it is like, the ending little step sequence type that they had to do in Paris or whatever, that everyone like does the same move. They get like a YYNN, or like, they got 4 key points and then you gotta like match the key. I don't know. But it flows really well. And I do know, like, in the context of this, that Daisuke Takahashi hadn't been doing ice dance for a while. He was originally a single skater. And I feel like they were just already so skilled, and I really wish they continued skating, but they stopped after 2023, and it makes me sad. But I really do enjoy this program. The outfits as well, I love the outfits. How Hanamoto is like this really bright red that's really pretty, and just kind of the general mood that they portray. Like, it's kind of one of those programs like, look at me, look at us, you know what I mean? Like, we're doing it, and I just love that for them. The twizzles as well, I feel like the twizzles are so matched. Like, they were already really synchronized, and it feels right. And the crowd like clapping along. I watched the performance at the 2021 NHK Trophy. The crowd clapping along, it just feels right. And it just feels like they're taking you on an adventure. Like, there's something really thrilling gonna happen, and it really sells that for me. And I love this program. And so, yeah, that was the program of the week. Monomoto Daisuke Takahashi, their rhythm dance from 2021, 2022. They didn't go to the Olympics that season, but it makes me sad. I wish they went to the Olympics together once, but I guess it didn't happen. But anyway, this episode is all about ranting and ranting and ranting and ranting and more ranting. Kind of about life, kind of about skating, and kind of how, I don't really know. There's no plan. I'm just gonna talk, and it's gonna go great. But again, I hope you guys are all doing well. This week, I hate finals so much, guys. But I passed all of them, so that's good. But yeah, I really just, I don't know. School is just so draining for me. It isn't a place where I get like positive vibes. It's just kind of draining for me. But I love doing this podcast. That's what gives me positive vibes. It's not draining at all. It makes me so excited, and I love skating. Let's think. Skating. I feel like not much positive stuff has happened in skating. There has been a lot of negative stuff happening with skating, with, bans and doping, and I don't even know what's going on at this point, because, a lot of information seems to be, like, not matching up, and I don't want to say something that isn't really true, but, stuff on Reddit has not been very positive. Like, I want to hear, like, oh my gosh, so-and-so got married, or, like, so-and-so, they went to this place for vacation, but it's just a lot of negative stuff's been happening. I know Jason Brown is in Spain right now, and I want to be in Spain right now. Yeah. But anyway, what else? Yeah, I feel like the negative stuff in skating is just so prevalent at this point, like, and not to say that other sports don't have negative stuff. Like, I'm sure other sports, there's people who dope, there's coaches that get banned, there's, scandals and drama and whatnot between skaters and rivalries and whatnot. But I feel like in figure skating, it's just so much more escalated, and it makes the sport just not unwatchable, I guess, but harder to watch. It's like, if you're a skating fan and like, the backstories and the drama and the scandals that really happen behind the sport, it feels harder to watch, rather than if you're a first-time watcher, oh my gosh, figure skating's so amazing, and then kind of knowing, like, the inner mechanisms of the sport and how it really does work, and how it really does disadvantage a lot of people, how training environments can be. It's just really, like, it's a mess, and I don't know. It's a hard sport to love. I will say that. It's almost, I feel like that's what I would say. it's kind of, it is a hard sport to watch, is what I would say. If you're a longer time fan, and you know the stories and everything, all the skaters and everything, it is a hard sport to watch, and I won't lie about that at all. Like, I think we all know, if you're watching this or you're listening to this, I think it's a really hard sport to watch. Not even just like the physical things you see, the falls, the step outs, the whatnot, the pops, but kind of like knowing, like, oh my gosh, these skaters are going through so much. And I know it happens in other sports as well, but in figure skating, I feel like figure skating and drama are like associated together. Like, there's no figure skating and like, wow, 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 they did it. It's like figure skating and drama. Like, that's how figure skating gets popular, is like all the scandals, all the drama. We saw that in 2022 at the Olympics, whole big scandal there. We've seen that in many instances, 2002 Olympics, 1994. And this sport is just, it's hard to love, but I still love it regardless. And I know y'all all love it too. Y'all love it. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Look, my English isn't working, okay? My English final wasn't even that hard, but whatever. And yeah, I really hope the sport heals, if that makes sense, because I don't know, I just want the sport to be really popular, and this is definitely an episode I'm gonna do in the future about, like, how do we make figure skating popular again? Like, why isn't figure skating popular and stuff, and etc. And etc. I can't talk today. Oh my gosh, it's late again, guys. You guessed it. But I will say this sport is hard to love. It's hard to watch. Not a lot of people watch it, and so I think everyone is so tight knit. That's another thing. I love the skating community most of the time. Sometimes there's, trolls and haters and whatnot. But I feel like a lot of people in, like, figure skating who watch figure skating, who are, like, really dedicated to the sport, are really positive, and they really always cheer on for their favorites, and they hope, like, so-and-so doesn't get injured, and so-and-so can land this jump. And I love that. And, okay. What else, guys? What else? Let me think. Skating. What is going on in skating? I did see that Ekaterina Kurokova, she switched coaches, which is interesting to me. She's always been a skater for me who has so much potential, but then things creep in, and she makes mistakes sometimes. But I really hope that her new coaching situation, I believe she's with Florent Omodio now, which I really did enjoy her program last season, her free skate to, I forgot the artist's name, Mary Samuelson, I believe, is it? I really like that program, and I feel like her artistic side is really evolving in that regard. And so I really hope she can get more consistent with her technical side, because she's done really good before. She's been, like, fifth at Europeans. She's done well at the Olympics. She went from, like, 24th, was it, into like 13th or something at the Olympics. And so she's a really strong free skater is what I know. Short program, not so much. Like, she didn't qualify at Europeans this year, and that really broke my heart, because I really love her as a skater. And I feel like she can really medal if she puts her mind to it, and everything goes right. And I really hope that she's gonna do it. Yeah, I really do love her skating, and I feel like she's just, like, she's always gonna be that next big thing. And, like, Amber Glenn, I love Amber Glenn too. So much potential, but, like, I just want both of them to have such a clean program. Speaking of Amber Glenn, what do I have to say about Amber Glenn? She needs to medal. I want Amber Glenn to literally medal next season. Maybe this episode is actually, like, a predictions episode, like, my crazy, awful, nonsensical predictions. Like, Amber Glenn will be world champ next year, guys. Like, mark my words. Like, please. What do I hope for Amber Glenn to have is a clean program for free skate, a clean free skate, and a short program too. But I feel like her short is usually her stronger skate anyway. Some skaters I feel like are better at the short, better at the long. Even though the free skate is longer, I feel like some skaters are still better at it. Like, maybe, like, you know, like, when you're running, like, you're better at pacing yourself in, like, 2 laps rather than 4 laps, I guess. Is how I kind of make sense of it. And I really feel like Amber Glenn is a strong short program skater. And I feel like her free skate is, like, just waiting to happen. And I really want her to land the triple axel and all her jumps, especially the triple triples and the combos, the other combos, because sometimes she misses the combos. And I'm like, please, Amber. But I just love Amber Glenn. I have to say, I love Amber Glenn. I think it's just her, you know? She just seems so positive and so beautiful on the ice. And I love her and what she stands for and, you know, what she represents on this, on the world stage as, like, that skater who's just so, I don't know. It's just something so unique about her, and I love Amber Glenn. And I really hope she keeps on skating. I know she is, probably, right? She's not retiring. I know she's. I feel like if she retired, it'd be, like, really big news in the skating community. Yeah, she's not retiring, guys. It's fine. But I hope that 2024-2025 season will be really good for her. I'm so sorry. Okay. But yeah, I really love her skating style too, and her power, and that triple loop especially. Another similar skater for me who I love, Dennis Vastillos. Oh my gosh, guys, I love him. Like, not gonna lie, I just love his skating. And again, I feel like he's a stronger short program skater, but the free skate is not the best for him. But, like, I, like, so believe in him. Like, I don't know, I feel like he just needs his quad down too. But his triple axel is really good. Oh, Jason Brown. I want to talk about Jason Brown because I was thinking earlier, I guess, or I was just thinking, I guess, you know, because I always think. That's, like, all I can do, right? But I was thinking, like, oh my gosh, like, Jason Brown is, like, he hasn't skated in the Grand Prix for the last 2 seasons, but he skated at, like, the second half of the season, and, like, I understand it, obviously, like, I understand, like, he doesn't want to do the Grand Prix and, like, go on tour, he'd rather go on tours and stuff. But, like, I want to see him in the Grand Prix because I feel like he does have a legitimate chance to get into the Grand Prix final and even win a medal, because if he's been fifth at Worlds twice and, like, I feel like he does have a good chance to get to the Grand Prix final. Considering his consistency, which, you know, I feel like his consistency wasn't as good this past season, but I still feel like he's such a consistent skater most of the time. When it matters, right? At Worlds, it mattered. And it was pretty good aside from the one pops axle. It matters and he can do it, and, like, he's such a good skater. And so I really feel like Jason Brown is just, like, I don't know if he, like, will skate in the Grand Prix. I know he says he's gonna continue into 2026, which would be so amazing to get to see him at 3 different Olympics. Because I love him, obviously. I love him. And I know he's just gonna be, like, the artist of the event. He's always the artist. And I know it's, like, hard. I discussed this obviously in the last episode about jumping and artistry and stuff. But, I don't know. It's so hard for me to watch him, like, do so well. But then he doesn't get, like, medals because he doesn't have the jumps or the technical side. But, like, artistically, he is the best skater right now, I have to say. Like, there's no saying. You can't tell me that he's, like, he's not the best skater of, you know, of the men's field right now. And artistically, yeah, I really, really love his skating and everything that comes along with it, you know what I mean? And so, yeah, and I really hope he makes it, guys. Okay, maybe I should stop whining. I'm always whining about skating. I'm like, please. Let me think, guys. Let me think. Okay. So, yeah. Grand Prix. Oh my gosh, Grand Prix assignments. I have no idea when Grand Prix assignments are gonna be released, like, at all. Last year they were in late June, so like maybe they'll be in late June again, but like I have no idea if that's actually true. Cause it's been in June, it's been in July, it's been in it's been in June, it's been in July. So like I don't know if I should be waiting anymore because maybe I won't, because when Grand Prix assignments come out, I want to be like not the first, but like I want to like do that immediately, like discuss them immediately, and I have like a big idea for them and everything, but it's just not gonna happen, I guess. And so I don't know. I guess it's not gonna happen. I really hope, but I guess maybe not. Yeah, I guess not. But it's okay, like, what's gonna happen. I have it planned out, but I kind of don't have it planned out. And so, I don't know. I don't know, guys. But Grand Prix, I think Grand Prix are gonna happen, right? I hope Grand Prix happen. And so, I don't know. Grand Prix are gonna happen. I have no idea what the Grand Prix are. I believe that the Skate America is in the same place this year, though. I believe. It was in Texas, right? I think it's also in Texas this year, right? Is it? Yeah, it's gonna be in Texas again. It's gonna be in Allen, Texas. And like, oh my gosh, can it come somewhere near me? Like somewhere, I don't know. One day I'm gonna go to a skating competition. I've never been to a skating competition. I don't want to go because I just want to go and like see it and like, oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, that's my life, guys. Let me think. Who else do I want to talk about? Who else have I been thinking about recently? And like Luna Hendricks too. I've been thinking about Luna Hendricks, who is just so much fun. I feel like she brings such a joy to the ice, and I love her skating as well. I love her programs. I love how they're so unique, and like they feel her. They feel so Luna Hendricks. Like it's like her little signature on the edge of the paper. Luna Hendricks. It's like the touch on the ice, and I feel like she, especially at Worlds, that was so heartbreaking for me to watch. It was so heartbreaking for me to watch how she did amazing in the short, but then she didn't do as well in the free. It just breaks my heart. Shoma Uno as well. Shoma Uno's retired now, and I'm like, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Maybe this episode is not gonna be fun. I really do feel like Luna Hendricks is such a good skater and so much fun to watch. And I genuinely, like, smile when I see her on the ice because it's so much fun, right? But, oh, my mouth. Sorry. Yeah, I just hope that she, like, has a better season next season. Oh, program announcements. Has anyone announced programs? Oh, has anyone announced programs? I don't think people have announced programs yet. There's like no way, right? Have people announced programs yet? I don't know. I feel like sorry. I feel like program announcements don't happen for like until like maybe like July or like July-ish time. Right? I don't know, but I hope that things go well, and I don't know, 2024, 2025, what do I hope for? I am hoping for a really good season. Sorry, that was my water, guys. I'm hoping for a really good season that just doesn't it doesn't go wrong. And what I mean by going wrong, I just want a happy season. I guess I want a happy season. I want a season, especially since it's the pre-Olympic season. I just want a happy season to find, I don't know, to find some solace in the sport, to give me some hope in this sport. And so, yeah, I just want to find like some joy in this sport for once in this season, right? Like, I just don't know what I'm saying at this point. I want to find a joyful season is what I'm saying. I want to find a good season. I want to find a season without so much, like, strife, you know? So much hate and so much strife, and that is so, like, difficult to watch, maybe. Let me think. Like, not to say that this season wasn't happy, or, like, it wasn't good or anything. It was good, but, like, I don't know. It was good. It was good, obviously, it was good. But, like, still stuff happened, like, in between, like, the drama and whatnot. And so I just hope that it gets better, you know what I mean? I hope everything gets better, and I hope this sport becomes what it once was. And I feel like a lot of people actually talk about this. It's like, the sport was better in, like, the 90s, or the sport was better in the 80s, or, you know, stuff like that. I feel like people say the sport was better before and not really now. And so I really feel like maybe it is true, like, slightly true, that, like, the sport is just really not good right now. It's not doing too hot right now. And so, yeah, I guess it's not doing real hot right now, but I hope it gets better, because all this scandals and drama and stuff. Maybe the sport has never been good. Can we say that, maybe? Maybe the sport has never been good, and now it's gonna get better. Maybe. I hope it gets better. Yeah, maybe it's not gonna get better, but now it's gonna get better, I guess. Does that make sense, people? I don't know. Maybe it's never been better. Maybe, though I feel like this is the case in a lot of sports, right? Like, it's just not gonna get... Some sports, like, maybe all sports, all have their, you know, little scandals, little whatnots. It's just not the best. It's not the best that's happening, and it's just stuff. I have no idea. I'm sorry, guys. It's just, this sport is great, right? This sport is great, and I really love it, but I have to say that it's just not it. It's not it, right? Yeah. But, I hope I'm doing good, guys. I hope you're all doing good, but I don't know, guys. This sport is just, I'm scared of it, maybe. I'm very scared of this sport, and I'm very scared of, like, what might happen that might destroy the sport, because I do feel like this sport has been close to being destroyed in the past by scandal and by all the things that's happening. But I do feel like there's always gonna be a way, almost. There's gonna be a way to really to really break through. Is that what? I don't know if that means, but basically, I do see a lot of people say figure skating is kind of broken, and I'm really hoping it heals because it's a beautiful sport. And I have to say, for me, the positive outweighs the bad. There's always going to be a light at the end of the tunnel. My Amber Glens, my Jason Browns, my Denis Vasilyevs, my Miharas, that are always going to be that light. This is what skating is and what skating should be forever. A beautiful, beautiful, bright light that just shines and shines and shines. Yeah, that's what I really hope that figure skating becomes forever. And I want to say, one day I'm going to get old, and maybe, in the future I won't watch skating. I really hope that doesn't happen. But I really hope maybe I don't watch skating for a while, and then I turn on the TV one day, and I see beauty. I see this sport that is filled with beauty, and is filled with not hate, but love and acceptance, because I think figure skating is a sport for everyone, for the skaters, and everyone in the audience. It's never, I feel like figure skating doesn't have any kind of, how do you say, restrictions around it. It's this is skating, this is who we are, and I love that. And I hope I really do turn on that TV that day and be that's the sport I used to love to watch, and look how beautiful it's become. And yeah, I really do want to think about that day, maybe. Though I really do hope I watch skating forever, because I don't think I can live without it right now. It's become such a source of light in my life. And I definitely want to do an episode about this as well. It's just, this is kind of me, ranting about future episodes almost. But I really do want to talk about not the future episodes. What am I talking about? I want to do an episode on why I love skating so much, and why I think people who watch figure skating love skating so much. And that will be coming, I don't know when, but I will do that episode. Okay, what else, guys? What else is going on in my life? Or in the skating world? In my life right now, a lot. I have to say, I won't say everything because it's going to be public, and I don't want to be doxxed, and I don't want to have all my information revealed. But yeah, Mr. Van Gogh right now, is going through a lot of emotions and a lot of things happening. I have to be real that I don't feel the best every day, and that's okay. You don't have to feel your best every day, but I will say some days I just feel so down, and I just don't want to be anywhere. I don't want to do anything. I just want to lay in my bed or sleep. Lay in my bed and sleep and eat and maybe go take a shower. And it's draining some days, but figure skating. I'm always thinking about skating, and I'm always thinking about skating and how it makes me so happy. I really want to learn how to dance because of skating. I want to learn how to skate, obviously, too. But, you can't really skate without skates, and I don't have skates, and I don't really have money. But I guess you can dance anywhere, right? And I feel like skating has really introduced me to different art forms. Not even dance in a way, but also it's introduced me to different kinds of music and how to express yourself when you're alone in singles and, with others in pairs and ice dance. And it's really shown me how to express artistically as well. And I love that. It's kind of how do you put figure skating into a word? Because I don't think that's possible. Maybe you can put, other sports into just one word. Or, one sentence. But you could never do that with skating, I feel like. That's what I love that sport. That's why. Okay. What else? Oh my gosh. I keep on just like saying things. And I'm like, it just comes to my head. I have been listening to Taylor Swift recently. I know. It's her again, guys. I know I've mentioned tons of Taylor Swift in this podcast. I know I've mentioned her. We did an episode all about Taylor, obviously. But I've been thinking a lot about Taylor Swift and what she stands for. And I feel like that connects to figure skating as well. I don't know. It's like this parallel, right? Because I do feel that Taylor Swift's music is so raw. Especially something like her newest album is raw, right? And I feel like there's like an analogy between her music and skating. So a lot of songs are raw in Taylor Swift's choreography. Or not choreography, oh my gosh, I'm mixing that in her lyrics and how she writes them and how she forms them and how she, puts them together. And similarly, figure skating, some skaters are just so raw and emotional on the ice. But then there's also Taylor Swift songs that are coated with fantasy, I'll say, right? Coated with a romantic coat of paint on them, kind of this shield against them. And I love those songs too. And I love those skaters as well who maybe don't skate having this huge bag of emotions and, whatnot on their sleeve, on their skates and whatnot, but who try to sell a really amazing program and really try their best to connect and everything. And I feel like Taylor Swift and figure skating kind of connect in that way. Does that make sense? Probably not. Diversity as well. Taylor Swift and her diversity of genres in music is mind-blowing, to say the least, right? There's pop, there's country, there's, folk music, there's more recent, like, kind of electric influenced and things like that. And I really feel like that's the same in skating. Like, there's so many different types of programs, so many different types of skaters, who is who and what is what. And her global appeal, right? Taylor Swift is world famous. And I'm not saying figure skating is like world famous, but it's spread around the world. It's not just like this one country dominates everything in figure skating. There's skaters from all over the world, and you get to hear the stories just like you hear the story of Taylor Swift. And I don't know. I was thinking about that and how both Taylor Swift and figure skating play like a role in my life, right? And so I don't know, guys. I'm very sorry if this episode has been boring, but these are kind of just my thoughts going out. Another thing I want to really get into is watching figure skating movies. I have never actually watched like any type of figure skating film. I thought that would be a fun episode idea, like watching skating films and rating them, like based on how accurate they are, or just how much I liked it. I have watched Yuri on Ice, the anime about figure skating, but I have not watched like I, Tonya or Ice Princess or Blades of Glory even. And I really want to try to watch those if I can find them and review them, because I haven't watched skating movies and I want to read skating books too. I haven't read any skating books or books I like specifically skating. I really want to read skating books as well. And I don't know. I'm so sorry, guys. It is 11:33. I've been up all day. 12 hours ago, I was taking my math final and scared to death I would fail, but I passed it. Maybe I should take this moment to thank you guys. Is that weird? Maybe. It's not the end yet, but I want to thank you guys, because even if like there's not that many people listening, I know that. I've seen the statistics. There's practically like not a lot of people listening, and that's okay with me, but the few people who do listen, thank you in a way, because you've allowed me to voice my thoughts Because before I was just so lonely in this sport, watching this sport. I don't have any friends who watch the sport. I just don't have anyone to like rant to about my opinions and thoughts. And oh my gosh, the skaters, like, oh, I love them so much. But this has really given me a space to do that. Thank you. We made it to the 40-minute mark, people. Okay. Skating. How I love you. Maybe I should make a poem. Skating. How I love you like a rose. The ist. I don't know. Do I laugh weird? I sound like I'm dying. No, I'm kidding. Oh my gosh, guys. I'm gonna hug. I have a little stuffy here. I'm gonna hug him. Isn't it beautiful how everything works in our world? Skating just it happens. Ooh, history of figure skating. That's a good episode again. Maybe I should explain like the history of figure skating. I just want to sit and watch skating all day, and I can't explain it. Before school on like Tuesday, I was watching Carolina Costner's 2014 Olympic skates, and it just reminded me about why I love this sport. I love this sport. Her short program was Ave Maria. Her free skate was Bolero. And I just love how Ave Maria was very angelic and light and elegant. And Bolero was a little bit more mischievous, a little more mysterious and mischievous and very fun and a very coyish, a little coy, right? Is that how you do that word? A little bit of a coy way. And it's beautiful. I love her skating. I don't know what Carolina Costner's up to now. I think she's coaching. I know that. She's coaching Yuma Kayama. Oh my god, I forgot his name. Oh, I'm so sorry. She's coaching Yuma, which is beautiful. And yeah, she's coaching Yuma, and I don't know, I miss her skating so much. Yuna Kim, oh my gosh. What's Yuna Kim up to? What's Mawasada up to? Like, I don't know, guys. I think that's all I'm gonna say for this episode, guys. I know it's been a little boring, and I'm very sorry for that. I didn't have a plan for this episode. I have to admit, I've been really busy this week with finals and studying and whatnot, and a plan for finals was, like, not on my mind, really, at all. Like, I didn't really have a plan, like, at all. Or a plan for finals. I planned for this podcast. But I just wanted to rant, almost. Kind of collect all my random thoughts together about this week. And it just helps me process everything. And I hope you guys rant, too. Rant to me. Why not, guys? Rant in the comments. Okay? But I hope you guys all have a great weekend. A great start of summer. At least if you're living in the States, I guess it's summer right now. A lot of schools are out or already out or gonna go out soon. But if you're in another country, another place, I hope you get a break off soon. You deserve it. And just remember, skating is like literally always there for you, no matter what. And watch some skating. It really does bring a smile to my face, and I hope it brings a smile to your face as well. Sorry, I sound really sick. My mouth or my throat is so dry. But thank you so much for watching or for listening. I always mess that up. I'm like, this is not a YouTube video. Thank you so much for listening, guys. It really means a lot when I log on. I see like, oh my gosh, a few new people listened. Yeah, and make sure you guys go check out episode 16 that I'm gonna upload the same day because I messed up the first time. Okay, thank you so much, everybody, for listening. I will see you next week for the start of a brand new series, a little fun series. It's gonna be a mini series. It's gonna be 2 episodes maybe together. But yeah, thank you so much. Bye bye.